So let's talk about sleep. And so sleep is one of those elusive things that so many of us are missing out on in today's like on the go modern world. So I'm going to give you hacks to help you get better sleep. But before we do that, I wanted to just even talk about like why you should even care about sleep. So sleep is the most overlooked aspect of weight loss. So chances are, is if you're watching me and watching this, you may have been following me for a while. And I specialize in women's weight loss. And so it is, again, in my opinion, it's the most overlooked aspect of weight loss. So many people are move more, eat less, and they're not thinking about sleep and the way sleep impacts your body. So before I give you the hacks, I wanted to actually just give you a quick rundown of why you should even care about sleep, other than the fact that it makes you feel really freaking good when you have a good night's sleep. Duh, right? So the biggest thing that sleep actually does for you is it helps regulate your hormones. And so it's one of the best ways to help balance your hormones. So if you are hormonal or you're feeling like something's out of whack, so a number of different hormones are released, including your growth hormone when you're sleeping. So if you're lifting weights and you're not getting any stronger, if you're lifting weights and your metabolism doesn't feel like it's faster, chances are is that you're not sleeping enough. And so that is when your body repairs and recovers. The other thing it does is we have a hunger hormone. And so if you are underslept, your hunger hormone the next day is going to be increased. So if you're underslept, science says you're going to be more hungry the next day. Not only are you more hungry, but you are more hungry for carbs and sugar, so fast acting energy, because you're underslept. And so that is like an evolutionary biological thing that you cannot avoid. And so chances are, if you're like, why am I so freaking hungry? Yeah, you're not imagining it. It actually ramps up your hunger hormones, right? Well, that makes it really freaking hard to lose weight, right? The other things from a health perspective is that is when your brain clears out toxins. So if you want to avoid brain fog and memory loss and a whole bunch of other things, you need sleep and you need deep restorative sleep, right? It is what keeps your brain healthy and functioning. So as we age, I'm sure all of us know people who have gotten dementia and Alzheimer's and things like that. So obviously it's not only sleep, lifestyle has a lot to do with it as well, but sleep is really, really, really important for your brain health, to literally keep your brain functioning healthily. Okay, so sleep is super important. So let's talk about how you can get more sleep, right? So the number one thing that I think a lot of people are missing is we spend all day sitting inside. So if you can get outside in the morning and just spend like 5 minutes out in the sunshine, it'll set your circadian rhythm, right? Your circadian rhythm is what essentially sunrise and sundown. It'll set your circadian rhythm. So get out in the morning and go be in the sunshine, right? I think if you guys have been following me or you watch me, you know I go for a walk every morning. It's one of the best things you can do to get better sleep. The next thing is try to have a consistent bedtime and wake up time. So a consistent bedtime and a consistent wake up time, right? Because your body knows, just like a little kid knows when it's time to go to bed, right? Not by looking at the clock, but because their body tells them that. I mean, my dog knows when it's 7 a.m. and it's time to go for a walk. Not because she knows how to freaking read a clock. It's because our bodies, we do well on routine. And so if you can get your body used to, hey, this is what time we go to bed, your body is going to start getting tired. You're essentially training your body that it's time to sleep. This doesn't happen overnight, but over time, it will happen. So consistent bedtime routines. The next one is actually having a bedtime routine. And so just like you warm up for a workout, you can think of it as a warm up for sleep. And so again, we're sending our body signals that it's time to go to bed, right? And so having an effective bedtime routine is key. It's one of the things that we teach inside of the Badass Blueprint because sleep is so freaking important, right? The other one's all about your environment. And so making sure your environment is conducive to sleep. So quiet, dark, cold. Quiet, dark, cold. Those are generally the things. Getting rid of distractions, right? Getting your phone out of your room. Or putting it on do not disturb, right? Getting those blue lights out, right? So not watching TV before you go to sleep. There's a whole bunch of things that go into having a really, really, really good bedtime routine. Like I said, it is a whole week of training inside of the Badass Blueprint on creating an effective bedtime routine. And the last one is all about supplementing smartly. And so supplements play a role. I cannot get into them because I'm not your coach and I'm not your doctor. And so I'm not going to give you a blanket statement and tell everybody to go take a supplement because that would be reckless. But there are supplements that can help you. And this is something that you can discuss with your doctor, or again, if you are in the Badass Blueprint, it's something that we can support you with. But supplements do play a role for some people. But even before you supplement, I would tell you to start writing in a journal. So if you're somebody whose mind races before you go to sleep, keep a journal next to your bed and write down all the things that are in your mind. You don't even have to look at it the next morning. You probably won't look at it, but it's just about getting that stuff out of your brain, So writing in a journal, and that would actually be part of a bedtime routine. So again, I'm not going to go sort of down that rabbit hole because there's a whole bunch of tools that you can use. But before you even get to supplements, there's things like meditation, journaling, things like that. Again, they're kind of outside of what we're going to talk about today, but those are really the 5 hacks for better sleep. So I'm going to run through them one more time for you. Get sunlight right when you wake up. Go to bed at the same time every night. Create an effective bedtime routine. Create the right environment. No blue lights. And supplementing smartly. So again, this isn't stuff that happens right away. You've got to work at this stuff. So over time, these things will help improve your sleep. I guarantee they will help improve your sleep, but it's all about being consistent. It's all about consistency. It's not going to change today. It's not going to change tomorrow, but over time, your body will start to change. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, I hope you guys try these and I hope it changes your freaking life. Have a great day, guys.